Hello students, in our previous lecture we are start unit number first. In our earlier lecture we are studied a theoretical part of accounts of professional. It includes meaning and introduction of accounts of professional person, then profession. Okay, profession includes solicitor, lawyer, doctor. Okay, then architecture and civil engineers, then chartered accountant, cost accountant and auditors. Then we studied the accounting systems followed by the professional persons. Okay, it includes three systems: first cash system, then accrued system, and third mixed and hybrid system. Then we studied a required books maintained by professional persons. Okay, then we studied a difference between receipt and expenditure account and receipt and payment account. Then we studied a difference between income and expenditure and receipt and expenditure account. Okay, now we are going to start a practical illustrations on accounts of professionals. Okay, so here first illustration given in front of your screen. First of all, we read the illustrations carefully and then we make a solution of that illustrations. First of all, we read carefully. Dr. Gupta commenced a medical practice in April 2019. He prepared the following receipt and payments account for the year ended 31st March 2020. Okay, so Dr. Gupta commenced his medical practice in April 2019 and he prepared a cash book. Okay, cash book means receipt and payment account for the year ended 31st March 2020. First of all, I read the receipt side. To cash introduce rupees 30,000, to receipt from dispensing 29,000, to visiting fees 40,000, to miscellaneous receipts 1,000. Total of receipt side is rupees 1 lakh. Now here I read the payment side. Buy equipments 20,000, buy furniture 5,000, buy drugs 10,000, buy salary to assistant 6,000, buy rent 5,000, buy conveyance 3,000, buy stationery 600, buy lighting 700, buy journals 900, by drawings 28,000, by balance carried down 20,800. Total of payment sites is rupees 1 lakh. Now read the additional information. Okay, so first additional information, that is fees outstanding amounted rupees 4,000. Okay, so we studied the effect of outstanding income. Okay, so outstanding income has four effect. Okay, while solving the problem we are discuss the four effect. Okay, then second adjustment, that is salary to assistant is still payable rupees 600. Stock of drugs on hand was estimated at rupees 2,000. Depreciation on furniture and equipment at the rate 10% per annum. Fifth, 50% conveyance expense is used for domestic purpose. Okay, so outside the receipt and payment account, it is called additional information, and that additional information has a two effects. Okay, one is on in the receipt and expenditure account, and second is on the balance sheet assets or liability side. Okay, so here we read the problem carefully. Now we make a star in front of those items which is adjustment or additional information is provided. So first of all, visiting fees outstanding rupees 4,000. Okay, visiting fees rupees 4,000, it is a additional information, and visiting fee is given on the receipt side. Okay, so adjustment is given on visiting fee, so make a star in front of visiting fee. Okay, while we transfer the receipt side, we see the star in front of any item with it. We remember that we give a star in front of that item, it means the additional information is provided on that respective item. Okay, so that we give a star in front of visiting fee. Okay, then salary to assistant. Okay, it's still payable, it means it is accrued. Okay, it is accrued. So the additional information is provided on the payment side. Okay, salary to staff, make a star in front of salary to assistant. Okay, then stock of drugs on hand was estimated at rupees 2000. It means at the end of financial year, the stock of drugs remains in hand of Dr. Gupta amounted to rupees 2000. Okay, it means actual drugs expenses is rupees 8000. Got it? Because 2000 or amount of 2000 drugs is remains in hand with Dr. Gupta. It means actual expenditure incurred on drugs is rupees 8000. So make a star in front of drugs. Okay, then fourth adjustment, that is depreciation on furniture and equipment is assets, furniture is asset of Dr. Gupta. Okay, so depreciation on equipment, so always to effect of depreciation, that is deducted from respective assets, and second effect on the expenditure side. So make a star in front of equipment as well as furniture. Then 50% conveyance expense is used for domestic purpose. Okay, domestic purpose, it means conveyance expense is used 50% used for profession and 50% is used for personal purpose. Okay, so personal purpose expenditure should not be taken into consideration while preparing the receipt and expenditure account. Okay, so 50% conveyance expenses relating to the personal purpose, so 50% conveyance expense is considered as a drawing of Dr. Gupta. So make a star in front of conveyance. Got it? Now here we make a star in front of those items which is additional information is provided outside the receipt and payment account. Okay, we make a star in front of visiting fees because additional information is provided. We make a star in front of salary to assistant. Okay, here so here additional information is provided on salary to assistant. Then stock of drugs. Okay, actual drug expenses rupees 8000 and 2000 remains with Dr. Gupta. It is a current asset of Dr. Gupta, so we transfer a second effect on the asset side of the balance sheet. Okay, so we already make a star in front of drugs. Then depreciation on furniture, one effect deducted from that respective assets, and second effect on the expenditure side. Okay, we make a star. Then 50% conveyance expenses used for personal purpose. Okay, so we make a star in front of conveyance expenses. Okay, so here we read the problem carefully. Now we prepare a solution. Okay, so here solution. Okay, in the books of Dr. Gupta, in the books of Dr. Gupta, receipts and expenditure account, receipt and expenditure account. Okay, receipt and expenditure account for the year ended, for the year ending 31st March 2020. Okay, debit side, credit side. Okay, it is a debit side, debit side, debit and credit, debit side and credit side, debit side and credit side, debit side and credit side. Prepare a 4 column. Okay, prepare a 4 column. Okay, that is expenditure and rupees, receipt rupees. Okay, so on the debit side, expenditure, then rupees, then receipts and rupees. Got it? The next statement, that is balance sheet. Okay, balance sheet as on 31st March 2020. Here prepare a 4 column, that is assets, sorry, that is liabilities rupees, assets rupees. Okay, liabilities rupees, assets rupees. So here rupees and assets rupees. Got it? So here we prepare a two statements, that is receipt and expenditure account and balance sheet. Okay, now we are transfer all the receipt and payment account to receipt and expenditure account and balance sheet. So first of all we transfer the receipt side. Okay, so receipt side, here to cash introduced. Okay, to cash introduced, it is a cash introduced to start a profession, to start a profession, so it is a capital. Got it? Cash introduced for starting the profession. Okay, so it is a opening capital. Okay, it is a opening capital of Mr. Gupta or Dr. Gupta. Then to receipts from dispensing, it is a income. Okay, income is transfer on receipt side. Okay, it is transfer on receipt side directly to the outer column, because here additional information is not given on the receipt from dispensing, so it is directly transferred, or the amount of receipt from dispensing is transferred to the outer column. Then visiting fee, it is also income. Okay, income from profession, so it is transferred to the receipt side. Okay, but additional information is provided. So after transferring visiting fee, will you two or three lines, okay, below the visiting fees amounted rupees 40,000. Then miscellaneous receipt. Okay, so first of all we transfer the receipt side. Okay, so here cash introduce, it is a capital. Okay, it is a capital, so capital is transferred to liability side of the balance sheet in inner column, because in capital we add surplus, and if we find a deficit, then we deduct a deficit from capital. So here capital in inner column, amounted rupees 30,000, amounted rupees 30,000. Okay, got it? Then next receipt from dispensing. Okay, additional information is not provided, so not here. On the liability side, okay, it is expenditure side, we write it here. A liability side, capital, opening capital. Okay, so here we by mistakenly transfer the capital on the expenditure side, but capital is the owner's equity and it is a liability of the profession. Okay, so it is transferred on the liability side. Okay, it is a liability of the uh, or it is a owner's equity. Okay, it is a owner's capital. Okay, it is Mr. or Dr. Gupta's capital introduced while starting the business, amounted rupees 30,000. Put the figure in inner column, because we add a surplus, we deduct a deficit, we deduct a drawing from capital, so always put the opening capital in inner column. Then next income, that is to receipt from dispensing. Okay, it is a income from professional activity, it is a income from professional activity, amounted rupees 29,000. Additional information is not provided, so it is a income, and income is transferred on the receipt side, that is by receipts from dispensing, okay, receipt from dispensing amounted rupees 29,000. Okay, we put the figure in outer column because additional information is not provided. Then next visiting fee. Okay, remember we make a star in front of visiting fee. It means additional information is provided on the visiting fee. Got it? Additional information is provided on the visiting fee, so we put the figure in inner column. Got it? We put the figure in inner column because additional information is provided on the visiting fee. So here by visiting fees, okay, inner column amounted to rupees 40,000. Okay, we leave 2 or 3 lines below the visiting fee. Okay, below the visiting fee. Then miscellaneous receipts. Okay, so miscellaneous receipt, it is also a sundry income of the Dr. Gupta, or it is a sundry income from profession. Okay, it is a sundry income from profession. Okay, miscellaneous receipt is sundry income from profession amounted to rupees 1,000. Additional information is not given, so we directly put the figure in outer column, that is by miscellaneous receipts. By miscellaneous receipts amounted to rupees 1,000, amounted to rupees 1,000. Got it? Amounted to rupees 1,000. Then here we transfer all the receipt side to receipt side. Okay, now we transfer all the payment side to expenditure and asset side. Okay, expenditure and asset side. Got it? So here first equipments. Okay, equipments, additional information is given, so that we make a star in front of equipments. Got it? So that we make a star in front of equipments. So equipment is the assets of Dr. Gupta, equipments relating to his profession, equipments relating to his profession. Furniture is also assets. Okay, furniture is also assets. So equipment and furniture is transferred on the asset side, on the asset side, on the asset side, and put the figure in inner column because additional information is provided that the 10% rate of depreciation per annum is deducted from the equipment. So here equipments in inner column 20,000. Then leave a one line below the equipments. Then furniture in inner column amounted rupees 5,000. Okay, amounted to rupees 5,000. Leave a one line below the furniture for giving the effect of additional information. Okay, giving the effect of additional information. Got it? Then here we transfer equipments. Okay, here we transfer equipment to the asset side, we transfer the furniture to the asset side. Now drugs is the expenses. Okay, drug is the expenditure of the profession, but additional information is provided. Okay, it is expenditure, so on the expenditure side to drugs. Okay, to drugs put the figure in inner column amounted to rupees 10,000. Okay, then next leave a one line below the drugs because additional information is provided, so we have to give effect of additional information. Then drugs, then salary to assistant. Okay, salary to assistant is also expenditure relating to the profession. So salary to assistant, okay, in inner column amounted to rupees 6,000. Okay, amounted to rupees 6,000, amounted to rupees 6,000. okay, amounted to rupees 6,000, and additional information is given on salary to assistant. Okay, it means salary to assistants is outstanding. Then rent is also expenditure. Okay, rent is also expenditure. Okay, expenditure means it is also expense of the profession. So to rent, additional information is not provided, so we directly put the figure in outer column. Rent amounted to rupees 5,000. Okay, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Okay, rent 5,000, rent 5,000. Then stationery, sorry, conveyance expenses, it is also expenditure relating to the profession. 2, conveyance, but additional information is provided, so that we make a star in front of conveyance. So put the figure in inner column, that is 3,000. Okay, leave the line below conveyance expenses for giving the effect of additional information. Okay, then 2 here, stationery is also expenditure relating to the profession. Amounted to rupees 600. Okay, amounted to rupees 600, directly to the outer column, because additional information is not given. Then stationery. Then 2, lighting lighting to lighting 700, to lighting 700, put the figure directly to the outer column, because additional information is not provided. Okay, so additional information is not provided, then we put the figure in outer column. If the additional information is provided, we put the figure in inner column. Got it? Yes sir, got it. Then next, journals. Okay, journals relating to profession. Okay, if anything is not given relating to the journals, then we consider that journals is relating to the profession. Okay, that journal is relating to the profession. Amounted to rupees 900. Okay, amounted to rupees 900. So journal is the expenditure relating to the profession. To journals to journals amounted to rupees 900, then next drawings. Okay, so it is a personal expenditure. Okay, expenditure, it is not expenditure, it is a personal purpose use. Okay, it is a it means drawing means the goods or the cash is used for the personal use. Okay, so personal purpose use, or the goods or the cash is used for personal purpose, is called drawings. Okay, it's called drawings. Okay, and it is deducted from the capital, but here first of all we have to find out the surplus or deficit from the professional activities, then we give a effect of that drawing. So here we make a highlight for the drawings. After finding out the surplus, then we give the effect of drawings. Here we have to prepare one working note to find out the actual drawing of the Gupta. Okay, so here we make the highlight by green color drawings. Then here it is by balance carried down. Okay, by balance carried down, it means it is a closing cash balance. Got it? It is a closing cash balance. Okay, so my question is, closing cash is your asset or is your liability? Sir, closing cash or cash is the assets. Okay, cash is the asset, it is not liability. So closing cash is transferred to the closing balance sheet. Here we prepare a closing balance sheet. Okay, it is a balance sheet. Okay, at the end of financial year, that is 31st March 2020, and we received a cash or cash in hand. Okay, it is a closing cash, it means cash in hand with the profession. Okay, receipt and expenditure account prepared for 31st March 2020. Okay, prepared for 31st March 2020, it means it is a closing cash, and closing cash is the assets of the profession. Okay, so here we uh, put the cash in asset side of the balance sheet. Okay, closing cash. Okay, information is not given, additional information is not given, so we directly put the closing cash in outer column, amounted rupees 20,800. Okay, 20,800, got it. Okay, got it. It is a closing cash, closing cash is the assets. Okay, asset of the profession. Okay, cash in hand, bank balance, all these are the assets of the profession. Okay, so here we transfer all the receipt as well as payment side to receipt and expenditure and balance sheet. Okay, now we give the effect of additional information. Okay, so first of all, visiting fees outstanding amounted rupees 4,000. Okay, visiting fees outstanding amounted to rupees 4,000. So here remember the effect of outstanding income that we are discussed in our previous lecture. Okay, that is outstanding income has four effect. First effect, add in that respective income. Second, on the asset side of the balance sheet, because it is a income which is received in future. Okay, so it is our current asset, got it, it is our current asset. So these two effect. And third effect, make a provision. Okay, make a provision, because here we follow the mixed or hybrid system to maintain a books of accounts, got it. To maintain a books of accounts, only expenditure related effect should be taken into consideration or should be given in the books, but receipt or income related effects are ignore. Okay, receivable, income receivable are ignored, but here we record add this income in visiting fees. Okay, second effect on the balance sheet side. Okay, then third effect, make a provision for outstanding fees, that is it is provision means we make a reserve. Okay, and reserves for effect or fourth effect of that reserve is on the liability side of the balance sheet, got it. So here we give a four effect in front of this, that is into bracket, into bracket, into bracket, first effect, or here four effect, four effect, four effect dash one effect, one effect, add in fees. Okay, add in visiting fees. Second effect, asset side. Third effect, make a provision, make a provision or reserve. And fourth effect, and fourth effect on liability side, got it, got it. So remember one thing, if income is outstanding, then we have to give for effect of that income. Okay, for effect of that income, first effect, add in respective income. Then second effect, it is asset. Okay, it is a current asset because we received that income in future. So asset, it is prepaid income. Okay, sorry, not prepaid, it is income received in future. Okay, so it is transferred on the balance sheet asset side, got it. Then second one or third effect, that is make a reserve or provision of that income. So it is a provision or reserve make on the expenditure side. And fourth effect, make provision, or it is a provision, and provision or reserve is transferred on the liability side of the balance sheet. Got it? Got it? These four effects is very important relating to the income accrued, income outstanding, income accrued, income accrued or outstanding. Got it? It is a income accrued or outstanding, has a four effect. Okay, remember this. So give a four effect. First of all, we solve this. We give a effect of first additional information. Okay, we give a effect of four additional information here. Okay, so add in that income. So here first of all we add outstanding OS visiting fees. Okay, amounted rupees 4,000. Make the total, and put the total in outer column. Make the total and put the total in outer column. So total is 44,000. Okay, so here we put the figure 44,000. And second effect on the balance sheet asset side. Okay, because it is a current asset, outstanding visiting fees, amounted rupees 4,000. Got it? Then next effect, that is third effect, on the expenditure side, make a provision or reserve to provision for outstanding fees, amounted rupees 4,000, and fourth effect on the balance sheet liability side. So here leave the four line below the capital, and write down the provision for outstanding fees. Put the figure in outer column, amounted to rupees 4,000. Got it? So here we give the four effect of first additional information. Okay, first additional information, here we solve the first additional information, given a four effect to the respective accounts. Okay, second additional information, that is salary to assistant is still payable. Okay, still payable, it means it is accrued, it is outstanding, it may be paid in future. Okay, last year salary not paid to the assistant, so it is paid in future. Okay, it is paid in future, so it is a liability of Dr. Gupta to paid a salary to assistant amounted to rupees 600. So here that additional information has two effect. One effect is, first effect is add in salary to assistant. Okay, add in salary to assistant, outstanding salary, amounted rupees 600. Got it? 600. Make the total. Okay, and total is 6,600. Make the total is 6,600. Okay, we give a one effect. Second effect on the liability side of the balance sheet. Got it? On the liability side of the balance sheet, because uh, it is a liability of Dr. Gupta to paid this outstanding salary in future. So it is a responsibility of Dr. Gupta. So here outstanding here outstanding salary to assistant amounted rupees 600. Okay, amounted rupees 600. Okay, amounted rupees 600. Here we solve a additional information number second. Now additional information number third. Okay, additional information number third. Stock of drugs on hand was estimated at rupees 2000. Okay, drugs purchased amounted to rupees 10,000. Okay, out of which 2000 is remains in hand with Dr. Gupta. It means rupees 8,000 drugs are sold out by the Dr. Gupta, and 2000 is left with Dr. Gupta. Got it? So this 2000 is the current asset of Dr. Gupta. So actually the actual expenditure on drugs, so here we find out the actual expenditure on the drug. Okay, actual expenditure on the drug. So here we deduct less stock of drugs, because that much, or rupees 2000 stock is left with Dr. Gupta. So actual expenditure amounted to rupees 8,000. Okay, so here we deduct the stock of drugs amounted to rupees 2000. Okay, it is a current asset. Okay, it is a current asset left with Dr. Gupta. Okay, so actual expenditure we consider here amounted rupees 8,000, expenditure incurred for purchase of drugs. Then second effect, it is a one effect. Second effect, it is a stock. Okay, it is a current asset, so it is transferred on the asset side of the balance sheet. It is a asset. Closing stock of drugs. Okay, amounted to rupees 2000. How much drugs is left with Dr. Gupta? Here amounted to rupees 2000. Okay, 2000 is the closing stock of drugs. Next, okay, so here we solve a additional information number third also. Now we solve the fourth additional information, that is depreciation on furniture and equipments at the rate 10% and respectively 10%, 10%, 10%. Okay, so here depreciation is deducted from that asset, so less 10% depreciation. Okay, so 10% depreciation amounted to rupees 2000. Okay, so deduct this 2000 from 20,000. Okay, 2000 is deducted from the 20,000. Here we get 18,000 actual amount of equipment. Okay, so here we give a one effect, that is deducted from the equipments. Second effect on the expenditure side, to depreciation on equipments, inner column 2000. Okay, then second on furniture, so here deduct a 10%, so 10% on 5000, less 10% depreciation on 5000, that is 500. Got it? That is 500. Here here we deduct this 500 from 5000. Here we deduct the 5000 from 500. Here we get 4500 is the actual amount of furniture. Second effect on the expenditure side, depreciation on furniture amounted to rupees 500. Now make the total of 2500. Here 2500 and put the figure in outer column. 2500. Got it? 2500. Now last additional information. Here we give the effect of depreciation. Now we give or we solve a last additional information, that is 50% conveyance expense is relating to domestic use or domestic purpose. So here personal expenditure is deducted from professional expenditure. Okay, professional expenditure. Okay, so personal expenditure is deducted from professional expenditure, so less 50% for domestic use. So 50% on 3000, that is 1500. 50% domestic use, for domestic use. Got it? 50% for domestic use. So remaining 50% is relating to the profession. Got it? So remaining 50% is relating to the profession. So 50% remaining, it means 1500 is relating to the profession. Okay, it is a one effect. Second effect, so find out actual drawings. Okay, and we give a drawings effect after finding out the surplus or deficit. So here a working note. First, actual drawings. Okay, find out actual drawings. Okay, so drawings in cash book, that is receipt and payment account. So actual or drawing in cash book is given, that is 28,000. Okay, add 50% conveyance expense used for personal or domestic purpose. Okay, so 50%, that is 1500. Now make the total, that is 29,000. Actual drawings, actual drawing is equal to 29,500. Got it? Actual drawing is equal to 29,500. Okay, so we give the effect of that drawing after finding out the surplus or deficit in receipt and expenditure account. Okay, so here we transfer all the receipts and payment side. Now make the total. Okay, now make the total make the total. Okay, so here I think that the receipt side is more than the expenditure side. Okay, 30 40, it means 74,000. Okay, so here total of receipt side is more, okay, is more than the expenditure side, that is 74,000. So put this 74,000 in payment side or expenditure side, payment side or expenditure side, and find out the difference, and that difference is called surplus. Okay, and find out the difference, and that difference is called, find out the difference, and that difference is called surplus. Okay, it means receipts is more than the expenditure. Okay, income is more than the expense, so we get a surplus. Okay, so here 74,000, 74,000 minus 74,000 minus 74,000 minus 74,000 minus 74,000 minus 74,000 minus 8,000. Okay, 74,000 minus 8,000, 8,000 minus 6,600 minus 5,000 minus 1,500 minus 600 minus 700 minus 900 minus 4,000 minus 2,500. Here we get the difference, and the difference is rupees 44,000, 44,200. Okay, here we get a difference amounted rupees 44,200. That difference is called 2, that difference is called, that difference is called 2 surplus. Okay, surplus into bracket add in capital. Okay, add in capital. So here we transfer the surplus into the capital. Here we add, here we add, here means we add surplus in capital, add capital. Okay, surplus, surplus is add in capital amounted to rupees 44,200. Now make the total of 44,000 and 30,000 and put the total in inner column. Okay, put the total in inner column. Okay, put the total in inner column, that is 74,200. Okay, 40 plus 30, 70, 70 plus 4 plus 2. Okay, it means 40, 74,200. 74,200. Got it? It is the total. Now we give a effect. Okay, we add surplus. Now here we deduct these drawings, actual drawing, we deduct this actual drawing from capital. Okay, here we deduct second effect of drawing, last effect of drawings, less drawings. Okay, drawings, less drawings, less drawings, less drawings, that is 29,500. Okay, 29,500. So deduct 29,500 from 74,200. Okay, from 72,400. Okay, so here, so here 74,200. Okay, 74,200 minus 29,500. Here we get a total capital 44,700. Okay, 44,700. Now we make a total of liability and asset side. Okay, Now we make the total of assets and liability side. If both sides are equal, if both sides are equal, then our solution is right. Okay, if liability side is equal to the asset side, then our solution is right. If liability side and asset sides are vary from each other, then our solution is wrong. So make the total of asset as well as liability side. So first of all, I make the total of liability side, that is 44,700 plus 4,000 plus 600. So here total of liability side is 49,300. Now make the total of asset side. Now make the total of asset side, that is 18,000 plus 4,500 plus 20,800 plus 4,000, okay, plus 2,000. Okay, so here asset sides total is 49,300. So here both sides are equal, both sides are tally. Liability side total 49,300 and asset side total 49,300. It is the total, and total is equal. Okay, liability side is equal to asset side. It means our solution is right. Okay, it means our solution is right. Got it? Here we solve a practical problem on on accounts of professional. Okay, uh, here our solution is right. Okay, it means asset is equal to liability. Got it? Got it? If you have any query regarding these practical illustrations, then contact me. Okay, thank you very much. We stop the lecture here, and in our next lecture we are solve another problem on accounts of professionals. Thank you very much.